Good early morning. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Well, I have some news for you. On Quora, somebody who read that FBI report that I recently posted, that is online for everybody to view, said that for people who post that kind of information, that the FBI can take a closer look at them and actually arrest you. And I'm thinking, why would the FBI arrest somebody for a document that they have posted online for the world to view? So I removed it, folks. I removed it from Quora and I removed it from my YouTube. So in case anybody notices it missing, it was shadow banned. I had a hard time locating it without the actual URL to it. So I removed it. No big deal. It tells us who we're dealing with, right, folks? The criminals don't want you to know what they're doing. But anyway, to justify the bloated list, they have to fundraise and have grants. And I remember Senator Rand Paul in a hearing over the summertime. He discussed the frivolous spending in universities and granting money to these ridiculous research projects. Well, I'm just going to say it for the record. What I read on that report was another ridiculous research project. Anyway, I'll end on that note. But I hope you like the beautiful painting of this German Shepherd. This is by a woman on eBay who paints these little art cards. And when I say little, they are little. They're little art cards. 2.5 by 3.5. And this is a trend that's been going on eBay for a long time. And people collect these things. But this particular artist is located in Sri Lanka. It took 4 or 5 weeks for me to actually get it. And I'm so thrilled. It's absolutely beautiful. And along with this adorable little doggy, she sent a certificate of authenticity. And you could find her on eBay under Hira, Hira. And I also want to thank Susan, and I forgot to mention this, Susan, for your Thanksgiving Day card and for the little gift for the kitties. And I want to thank I'm not going to mention your names unless you wanted me to, but I won't. There are 3 people this week that donated from my Chewy wish list. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm having some difficulty with my laptop, but this is our Chewy wish list right here. Freya's Cat Rescue on Chewy, and you can see I'm having trouble. My page is unresponsive. I actually just woke up. I went to lie down to rest my back. I woke up at 11, and then I was put back to sleep until 1:15 a.m., folks. So, this is the Chewy wish list. Thank you so much for those 3 people. The cats appreciate it. And the chickens, because the chickens steal all the cat food. But I want to mention something else, folks. A lot of people will say that this program doesn't exist. They will belittle you. They'll write stupid comments in the comments section because they know that the program exists. How could it not? The ACLU, through a FOIA request, wrote a fabulous report called Trapped in a Black Box, Growing Terrorism Watch List and Everyday Policing. That PDF is located online, and perhaps we'll get to it another time again. But I'm going to tell you what happened to me when I lived at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey, in a home that I lived in for 30 years as the original owner. And as I started renovating my house to sell it, all hell broke loose. Things went missing. My house was being broken into. The police weren't helping. In fact, they were involved. The Manalapan Police Department, at least 10 police officers, were involved in harassing and stalking me and writing false reports. And as you know from my complaint to the Attorney General of the state of New Jersey Criminal Division, I wrote a 61-page complaint about it. But I digress. So when this was happening, I decided to call my friend Sue Ann. I won't mention her last name, because obviously she's no longer a friend. But she was a dear friend at that time, and we had gone to concerts together, ate out dinner maybe once a month, twice a month. We hung out at each other's houses. We went for walks together. I went kayaking with her. So now Sue Ann is a volunteer firefighter. Her father is a retired cop, and both of her brothers are military. Plus, the icing on the cake is she is a certified death investigator. So she reviews crime scenes to see the blood spatter pattern and determine the causes of death, etc. So she's quite adept at crime scenes. And plus, she's always going for additional education. Usually once or twice a year. She'll even go to other countries for certifications, etc. So I knew that if anybody would know what was going on with me, she would. So I called her up. No, actually I texted her because she was at work. She texted me back. She said, "What is your zip code?" I send her my zip code. I don't hear back from her for a while, which usually she would text me back immediately. And then she says, how about I come over later? I said, sure. Should I take a look at those photos you're telling me about? And the photos are of